would you tell your spouse who has excelled beyond his supernatural abilities far more than he ever thought he should? Not that he didn't think that he couldn't, but that he should. Because he's so modest, he's so laid back and so turned up at the same time. That's how he made the newspaper. You see that? Look at that. You see him and you on the newspaper. Receiving phone calls, receiving letters, receiving invitations. You live a real fancy life. So let's talk about his backbone. He has his own backbone. Now you're an added bonus. You amplify that backbone. You would tell him, what advice did you tell him? Like, how do you keep him so grounded? How do you inspire him to be so grounded? You keep him in his highest vibration, stepping out of your comfort zone into your north node. You help him see things from a different perspective. From this perspective. This perspective. This is how. Okay? You give love. You don't take anything from him. You just give. And it has no bottom to it. This like depth, this ocean of emotional support, emotional balance. Your spirituality balances his practicality. He does breathing exercises. You pray. He prays. He does breathing exercises, and you teach him love. He knows that you're sent to him by the Most High. You protect him by teaching him how to remain close to the Most High, even though he already knows how to do it. This is somebody who runs to their prayers super fast. Like, they don't hesitate. But you also invoked a spiritual awakening in him because you're a natural healer. So this is how you show up for him. Look at that. A time to give rather than to take. Breathe. You allow him to balance out his masculine and feminine energy. Being in your feminine energy is being still to be able to receive what someone wants to give you. So deep emotions, unknown feelings, past life influences. You came in as an earth angel yourself, as a light worker, as a star seed, somebody who's eccentric, somebody who matched his eccentricities. And how you invoked his spiritual awakening is by teaching him love, teaching him healing, how to heal. You heal his deep emotional traumas, all of them, whether they come from family or personal love relationships, or just any falling out this person has ever had in their life that cause deep emotional scars, whether they're from past life or here. Like, his emotions run just as deep as yours, and you help heal all of it. You know how to penetrate past the surface level. Like, if to know my husband is to know on the surface, people don't get past the surface because they be in such awe of him by his physical appearance that he's a very deep person. He's a critical thinker, and he feels very deep. That's why it's not hard to cause emotional bruises. But he don't have those bruises now that he has you. And now I hear Tina Marie, Now That I Have You is the name of her song. And they should listen to it. And that soul radiance, that phoenix rising. He has the ability to overcome difficult situations, self-doubt, loss of courage, through meditation. He actually started off healing himself, which is how his vibration raised to where it's at now, to be able to attract someone who would show support and healing. When you're naturally empathic, you attract a lot of narcissists. So in his own right, he show up for you too with those deep emotional depths. Like he helps heal your past traumas too. But how you show up for him, like you're deeply emotionally connected to each other, like sisters. He's not a feminine person. He's a very masculine person. But y'all have a friendship that are like two sisters. Whether by blood or just by long, like childhood friendship, grown up and still best friends. Like you help him see things, his work relationships, his relationship with finances, health issues. You help him see things from a different perspective, a more stable perspective. And he wasn't unstable before. He's never been like unstable like that. But your teaching abilities moved him. When he has darker moments, you shed light on what the issue actually is to be able to fix it. You let him put his feet up. You let him rest his feet. Not like a lazy person, because he's far from that, but like a person who you're safe. You can relax. I have you. I can carry you emotionally. You don't find that every day. You help him drop his ego to go spiritual. Like, he's more spiritual because of you. So to face your North Node, the fact that all these cards were on the bottom of the deck, and I feel like I should read from the bottom of the deck, because for me, the bottom cards is the subconscious, like your moon energy. Take time out to breathe. It's okay. Like, he has a whole Phoenix rising, a spiritual awakening. He moved past so many things on account of you. Like, he healed, he repaired, it helped repair relationships. Very important, all the important relationships, starting with the one with himself. He has a particular calling in life. Like, he has extraordinary talent, right? And he's so modest that he didn't want to be too assertive about it. But with your abilities, that love, the way you speak to him is from a very deep-rooted place. You helped him, loosen up in a sense, because he's used to being accountable, disciplined, well put together. And you helped him see things from a more receiving point of view, like feminine energy. It's happening for you, not to you. To be able to tell somebody that and amplify on that answer, like, you're doing people a disservice not going into your true North Node, all the things that you're passionate about. It would be unjust to you more than it's unjust to the people, and it's a huge disservice to the people, because you're meant to stand up for other people. Like, you're meant to be one of those people who can help a person redirect their deep-rooted emotions or traumas and turn themselves into a whole Phoenix rising. So when you go back over here, because you have him in his North Node, you have him facing his North Node in a way that he hasn't before. So before he was coming at it from a more practical standpoint. Now he's looking at it from a spiritual standpoint. And he really does these positive affirmations. He does it all the time. And he manifested a lot of wealth for himself just being like that. With that mental clarity. And it happens fast. Like while you're still meditating, things are already in fruition. Like one thing about it, you have to know that it's already yours. It exists in your mind before you can ever bring it into fruition. And it happens fast. As long as you keep your vibration high. So what I get from the ever unfolding rules is, you know how you crawl before you walk. So you did this thing. He's inspired to address his emotions. Well, at least it's not that he didn't even want to address them. It's that you just kind of put it to him in from a different perspective. And for that, he feels he's grateful for you. Because now he can teach it. The fact that he owns it now, he can teach it. So he offers way more. It allows you to connect with people more when you're healed. So you're more than just talented. You're spiritual now. You're a balance of spirituality and practicality. Now you can answer to your calling, your soul calling, your true soul calling. And use your extraordinary talent from a spiritual standpoint to heal people.